Because this is going in the Easter or spring journal or whatever we're going to call it, I don't want it as dull as it's looking at the moment. So what I have here is some watercolour crayons. Hey guys, welcome to day 13 of the 100-day project from Roxy Creations. On this day she did some little tags inspired by her mum who's just started junk journaling. She used her die cutting machine, so I pulled out a few of my littler die cuts. She did make her own paper, so I'm going to do the same thing, which is to do a collage board, masterboard, both sides, let that dry, cut everything out. So that gives you an idea of what's going to happen, and then decorate after that. I'm using, for those who are new here, Mod Podge. You can use PVA, white glue, and thin it down with some water, not too much, you want it still sticky. On this piece of spare magazine page, I'm sticking down what I consider background pieces. Music score, text here. I'm going to do this for the Easter journal because we have done a lot already for the Sherlock Holmes journal, and I'm sure you're sick of looking at masculine grungy ephemera. I'm also going to use scrapbook paper that fits the colourways. I am probably going to change this colourway slightly before cutting it up, and I will show you how we're going to do that. All I'm doing is covering all of this, letting it dry, and then covering the back side. I will come back when both sides are done. Anyone who's been following my channel for a while knows that I like to play with a bit of art occasionally. Because this is going in the Easter or spring journal or whatever we're going to call it, I don't want it as dull. What I have here is some watercolour crayons, which I just adore. I cannot resist these crayons. All you do is they're very, very waxy. You rub them on and you smudge them. These are the cheapest brand you can buy on Amazon that have a good review. Getting some paleness over this, hopefully. We'll also get the water on it because it does react like watercolour in that sense. You can get it to run and do whatever you want. So you might just want to spread that out more. You might want it to run across your work. I want a more lemon tone to everything. So you can see the very delicate artwork going on here called scribbling. Because the water's run down, it does rub easier as well once you've got some water on here, but I would always add the water second. Fabulous colours coming through. When it's dried, I'll go back over the wetter bits and get those stronger as well. Let's go back in with some stronger colour. It's a bit damp, but not as damp. I just use the old heat dryer on it. I really want a more vibrant look to this one. Let's try some white, see if we can get that to show up a bit as well. I'm attacking the particularly dark areas. And then I thought what else we could do is we could get this Sharpie, which is the white paint pen, hopefully get it running so it will flick. Oh, there we go. Might even try adding some water and running this down and see what that looks like, because it's not snowing in the spring. Yay, that looks cool. Having to bash this so hard on my hand, I'm going to end up with bruises. Might be better just to get some white acrylic paint out at this point. Hit it with the heat gun and see what happens. I've decided I like the white. Therefore, I'm not going to keep using the Sharpie because that takes too much. I've got some white gesso here and I shall water it down just a little. Let's just see. Oh, I'm struggling. Right, I'm going to dab it along the top then. If I'm going to struggle, I might as well struggle big time. And then chase it with this. Going to flick some more white over. Hopefully this one will go. Yeah, I've watered it down a lot now. Loads of white on that one. I had to keep playing with this a little bit. What I ended up doing off camera, and I'm sorry, but sometimes I just have to do a few things off camera to test them, and then you forget to turn the camera on, is I spread water all over the paper and then got the tiniest amount of white paint and spread that all over. Let that dry, redid the yellow just like we've done on the video, and then splashed over some more white. And now I think I've got an effect that I'm quite happy with, and I did the reverse side. And because with the reverse side, I did that system first, so it is paler than that side. Doesn't really matter because everything's going to get run through the machine now and cut into tags and things. We've managed to get these really cute little tags. They even come with like stitching printed around them, indented, which is so sweet. We've got loads of them. I think they're a beautiful colour now, and it's really worked finally. Right, they're a bit waxy, and that's because I didn't Mod Podge over the top of them. So what we're going to do to seal them is give them a light coating of hairspray on one side, let it dry, light coating of hairspray on the other. That one's just flipped itself over. Let that dry, flip every single one over, light coating of hairspray. The last treatment before we decorate these is to throw some baby powder over them. Actually, I'll just do it this way and pick them up and give them a rub, and that will take off any stickiness at all that's on the tags. We're going to decorate a few of these. We'll only decorate one side and keep the other side plain, because I think that's how they'll look best in the journal anyway. Been in the scrap box, got a few stickers. I've actually got some ink stamps and some bits that you can't see because of space here. And we're going to do a bit of mini collaging on here. So it is an Easter kind of theme, but see, those will even fit on there. Let's get some inks to edge things, but I don't think we're going to be edging in our normal colours. We have a green, we have the Salvage Patina, which is a blue, and we have the Squeezed Lemonade, and we have the Victorian Velvet. This one, we're going to edge everything in blue. That's a little piece of torn off page. We have this square. Don't even know where these were used, but it was in the scrap pile. Have this bird here as well. And I think in Rachel's original ones, she used quite a bit of lace or material, because I think her mum was using lace and materials. See where we get with this lot and if we need any more. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac glue and just throw this down. How's that looking? Looks okay as it is. I don't know if you've got a little blue something. There's a tiny little label here that might go at the bottom. That's cute enough, I think. Now here we have a rabbit. He would actually fill it. He has been pre-stained with, I think, the vintage photo. I don't have much choice but to run a similar stain along. However, what you can also then do is take the pink, the Victorian Velvet and the vintage photo together do look really nice. I've got pink on that one. I might actually edge the, should have maybe edged that one. The rabbit basically covers the whole thing. To try and get this lace in. Maybe a bow. Oh, cute. Will do for that one. You don't want to overdo it. Got these tiny ones. I'm not sure because they've already got little stitches in. What you can put on those? Possibly just the tiniest bit. A little bit of Mod Podge. Do we want anything else on here? Certainly won't get much. Might get a really, really small label. You could trim off so it's not fully on there. That's got the stitching as well. Then we need something behind it, which I think could be that. I didn't edge anything this time, I forgot. Another little something. Ah, Discovery. That's now dry. Outline that in the pinky brown. Really pretty. That needs to dry off a bit. What I will do is I will continue to make them up and come and show you the end results. Decorating all of these ended up being super quick because I followed my collage rules, which I've got in several previous videos. This one you saw me do, that rabbit is so sweet. Tiny little one, I'm loving them. I love the tiny ones. They are so cute. Little butterfly and label, Victorian or Edwardian lady, a rose one, which I know isn't necessarily spring. I've got all sorts here, doilies, labels, printables, stickers, bits of napkin, lace. I love the fact I wasn't really following a theme, so it gave me a lot more freedom than normal. And I love doing these little tiny ones as well. That really adds to the stash. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It is a very free way to support this channel. Equally, subscribing is another way you can support this channel, and even commenting and letting me know what you think of this bit of a mass make of spring type tags in the comments below. And I will see you next time.